Hello, as you could tell, I'm not here today, so let's go over our lesson. So first of all, please take out a dry erase marker and blue cloth. Here's a warm-up. Alike and difference. So what do these exponents share alike? How are these exponents different from each other? So the first exponent says -3 squared, or -3 to the power of 2. The second one says parentheses -3 square, or parentheses -3 to the exponent of 2. So please pause the video and write what makes them alike and how are they different. Welcome back. So let's begin now. How are they alike? Well, first of all, they both have an exponent of 2. They both show a negative, and I see a 3. Now let's do different now. How are they different? Let's start with the very first one. Why don't we solve it and see? So first of all, this one has no parentheses or grouping symbol, but this one does have grouping symbol. If I try to solve this one, it's saying that 3 squared. So 3 is the base, 2 is the exponent. We need to write the factor 3 twice. What's 3 times 3? 9. But the negative means what is the opposite? -9. For the second one, it's saying the grouping is -3. That's the base. The exponent is 2. So we need to write the base -3 twice. So this is the factor, write it twice. Exponents, multiply it twice. -3 times -3 equals 9. Why 9? Because negative times negative makes positive. So how are they different? This one, the answer is -9, while the other one is equal to +9. So last night I went through your homework seeing what happened. So from what I could tell, this was the number 2 most missed problem. 4 plus -10 divided by 0 minus 3. Some of you got it wrong because of the sign. So here's the number line, 0. I go to 4 to the right, plus -10. -10 is to the left, 10 spaces. What number is this? -6. So it's -6 divided by 0 minus 3. Here's 0. Minus 3 means I go 3 spaces to the left. What number is that? -3. So what is -6 divided by -3? 6 divided by 3 is 2. A negative and negative cancels out and become +2. So the correct answer should have been 2, not -2. Then I went over the third most missed problem. It was number 5. Find the value of each expression. So first of all, in order operation, what operation comes very, very last? The adding, subtracting. So let me highlight this. Do this last because you are separating the terms. So the left term says 46. Can I do anything to this left term? No, it's just 46. Let's look at the right term. 2 groups of 3 minus 9. What is 2 groups of 3 minus 9? So we need to do this grouping symbol. So I go to 3 minus 9. I go back 9 spaces. So it's -6. So what is 2 groups or 2 times -6? So 2 -6s will be -12. So 46 plus -12. So 46 means I go right 46 spaces. -12 means I go left. So that means I need to take away 12 from the 46. And the answer would have been 34. So a lot of you did put 42, is actually 34. So again, adding, subtracting comes last. Please never do 46 plus 2, then you multiply by -6. That's completely wrong. You got to separate the terms. I need you now to take out your red pen at this time from your plastic case. Please scratch out day 30. So today is February 2. Today we're still learning order operation. because tomorrow you will have a quiz 4-3 over order operation. Today you do have Canvas homework. The Canvas homework is you can either do it at the end of class if you finish your activity. You may do it during advisory. If you don't finish it during advisory, you do need to do it after school. So the quiz tomorrow will be over prime factorization right here, and which is sort of like the factor trees, the prime numbers, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and order operation GEMDAS. So please put your red pen away. We are now done with the red pen. Please put your packet away. We are now done with your packet. So what are we doing today? We will simplify order operation expressions. I will show my shoulder partner how to solve things in the correct order using a web-based game. Woohoo! So let's do 3 practice questions before we do our magical Monday, aka Throwback Thursday. So find a value using order of operation. Do you see any grouping symbols anywhere? No, I do not. But I do see some adding, subtracting. Remember that adding and subtracting separates the terms. So here it says 5 square. So the base is 5. So I need to write this factor twice. 5 times 5 is 25. The right side says 30. What is 25 minus 30? So let's think. If I go 25 right and I go back 30 spaces, it's going to be in a negative, -5. Now it's time for you to try it on your own. Please copy this onto your desktop. Pause the video and we'll go over it shortly. Welcome back. So let's begin. Do you see any grouping symbol here? I don't. I do see this plus symbol. So I mean, I need to separate the terms. This is the left term. This is the right term. Let's solve the left term. The factor is 2, and I'll write it twice. 2 times 2 is 4. Let's solve the right term. 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. The multiplication dot, this dot means multiplication. 3 square, 3, I write it twice. 3 times 3, so the factors 3 is x twice. 3 times 3 is 9. So the right term is 8 times 9 is 72. So left term is 4. The right term is 72. What is 4 plus 72? 76. Hopefully you got it correct. Next one. Please copy this down onto your desktop and we'll review it as soon as you're done. Welcome back. Let's begin now. Do you see any grouping symbol? I don't. I do see some adding, subtracting, so let's separate this. Let's solve the left term first. 4 square. 4 is the base. I write it the factor twice. 4 times 4 is 16. And the right term is 4. What is 16 plus 4? 20. Draw a line underneath it, which means divide. 5 times, -2 is -10. So how do you say this as a division problem? 20 divided by -10 is 2. Don't forget to, so it's opposite, -2. So it's -2. Hopefully you got that. So the teacher now will be passing out your Magical Monday, your Throwback Thursday, call you order. There are 5 questions. If you would like to use a highlighter, please take it out. Make sure you write your name on it and return the quiz. When I return back this afternoon, I will be grading it and I will be recording it into the grade book. When you're done with these 5 questions, you will ask for this sheet called the FACES. It has 21 questions to do. This is your classwork. From these answers, you are going to color and do an art project with it. Then when you're done with that, you will start working on your homework in Canvas. February 2, Order Operation Part 3. And then when you're done with that, then you can also work on your, you play these either game, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire or Royal Rescue. So again, step 1, write your name on the Magical Monday sheet and use a highlighter. All right, let's talk about this now. So in this one, you will go through each question and answer it. Then you will do the artwork. If you do not have any colors, just solve it, but don't worry about the colors. So number 1, which step comes first? In order operation, we know GEMDAS. But before we do it, let's separate any adding or subtracting operators. Oh, I see adding right here, so separate right here. So the right term, I see a 12 divided 3 times 15 minus 6. Do you see any grouping symbol? Oh, right here. So we have to solve this grouping symbol first. So if your answer is 15 minus 6, draw the following: face, eyes, and mouth. So you draw this onto this paper right here. So I need to draw the eyebrow and so on. So you just copy this and draw this. So number 2, what is the second step? First of all, let's go through it. I see a plus sign right here. I see a plus sign right here, operator. I see a subtraction sign, operator here. So notice it's separated into 3 terms. The question is, what is the second step? So this is the first thing you solve, 8 times 5, 40. The second term will be this one, 14 divided by 7 is 2. So if your answer is 14 divided by 7, please draw this. So you're going to go back to the face and draw this. The ears, I'm not an artist. The ears and the little hair. And so on. So go through all 21 questions. Some of them does ask about color right here. If you don't have any colors, just circle it and don't worry about the colors. Alrighty. And now when you're done with those, so you're done with your Magical Monday, 5 questions, you're done with your faces, you can now work on the homework for tonight. And then you can work on this. As a reminder, I do have Go Guardian. Throughout the day today, I will be monitoring, even though I'm not here, I do have access to Go Guardian, and I will go through it and see if you are mindful of what you're supposed to be doing. Thank you very much.